Looks like Baymax had a baby. Ron's gone wrong. The quaint little tale of a socially awkward boy who, by various happenstance, gets his own little robot, the same as everybody else, except not quite, because Ron has, shall we say, a glitch. And basically it's up to the kid to teach Ron how to be a friend, because that's his function, to be a friend. Possibly. I expected this movie to be kind of silly. Maybe worth going to the theater, maybe not. But as it turns out, this is definitely worth going to the theater. So put on your mask, shell out for the ticket, and go for it. Because let's start with the main human character. I have never looked at a fictional character and said to myself, holy shnikes, that's me! But this kid is practically a clone of me. His hobbies are geared towards being alone. He's so socially awkward that he avoids trying to make friends by even talking to people, but at the same time he yearns for human contact. His family is different from mine. Mom's gone, classic Disney trope. Dad's a workaholic. Grandma is a character, shall we say. But overall, this kid was so relatable, and I'm betting that a lot of kids who see this guy are going to look at the screen and say, hey, that's me! I can relate to him! As for the rest of the cast, I'm not going to go into spoilers, but I will say this. The rest of the kids at his school have a little more in common with him than he realizes, despite being the socialite clique of that particular school. The villain is basically evil Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs. Bump. And while I'm not going to get into his story, he's definitely a villain worth having and hating. As for Ron himself, he goes from cute to psychotic like that. And even when he's psychotic, he's still cute. The idea is that this programmer working out of evil Steve Jobs' garage developed a code for friendship. But Ron does not have this code. So it's up to his human to basically program him from scratch using real-world experience. And overall, it worked really well. The pacing was great. The fast moments were dynamic, but not nausea-inducing. The slow moments had good character development. There was comedy, drama, suspense, action. And once again, a creature that is just lights and clockwork ended up having so much heart. Once again, this film proves that for AI to truly be a part of real-world humanity, it's got to have the human factor. The animation is very well balanced. It looks like a cartoon, but you could see this world being real. If they made this live action, it could still work. The film hit me where I live, basically, because we've all been there, afraid to open up to people, but thanks to the internet and online personalities, we're able to sort of come out of our shell. But for some, that online personality can be a shackle weighing you down. So it's up to each of us to sort of balance our online selves with our real world selves. Otherwise, the persona we project will be nothing but a mask, and one we can't breathe out of. This is definitely a movie that you need to see. I'm dead serious. And I'm not just talking about kids. A lot of adults could benefit from the stuff that they show on this film. This is definitely one for the ages. This is Mr. J signing out and reminding you, you can't find friendship in a code book. You just sort of have to make it up as you go along, and don't become a slave to your online personality.